I think that's, for me, where the evolution has come, is to certainly when I began to appreciate and understand that gratitude is not an emotion, it's a mindset.
Yes.
Right? The emotion is a separate entity.
Yep.
And that's, for many years, certainly in my younger years, that's what I thought was gratitude was an emotion. So yeah, if I'm feeling unhappy, then I also can't be feeling gratitude. Well, I don't feel gratitude ever. I choose gratitude.
Yeah,
and it's
100%.
an internal
Yep.
mindset that is
Yep.
not affected by circumstances. It's not affected by others. No one can change that. No one can anything. It is something that is from within going out.
Right.
And now you address whatever the circumstances, feelings, emotions, whatever it is that's going on, out of a state of gratitude or lack of gratitude, whichever it might be. But that's what it is for me.
Yeah. And
Go for
sorry,
it.
yeah,
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
going to say gratitude is not the same as being positive or having
No.
a positive
No.
outlook. They're very different, but
Yeah.
often they get switched. Positive, you can have, let's say your sister's coming over, like your sister for some reason. I don't have a sister, again, not speaking for myself, so say that.
All these
But I know.
hypotheticals.
Is it right?
It's
All-
way easier.
Sorry to all the sisters out there.
Yeah.
But let's say your sister's coming over and a positive outlook would be like, oh, it's okay. Like, I'll survive. It'll be fine. I'm going to make the best of it. That's an outlook. You're not dealing with it. You're pushing it aside.
Right.
Gratitude is, okay, I know things are tough, but I'm going to be present because I get to see my sister today and spend time with her. I know it's been challenging. I might not get tomorrow with her. I'm going to be grateful for this time. And they're two very different things, but they often get
And I
sort of
think it's a
switched.
practiced art
It's
to
a
be able
practice
to
art. I
identify
agree.
that and
Right.
be able to separate those, not two emotions, but just those two separate things,
Yeah.
because they are
I
completely
agree.
separate. So the more you practice it, the easier it becomes to then be able to
Yes.
differentiate and separate it. And I think I think it was you, Eric, that mentioned adversity, because what you focus on, you find. What you focus on, you become. So you focus on adversity, you focus on all the things that are happening to you or in your life. All of that stuff will continue to
Right.
show up.
Right.
Whereas if you make that conscious effort to separate those emotions, happy, unhappy, grateful, not grateful, you start to
Yes.
piece the puzzle together a little bit better.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I would say to your point that I love that gratitude is a mindset. I'd say joy is the same. Joy is a mindset. Love is a mindset and a choice. And yet they are also emotions.
Right.
You feel joyful. You feel grateful. You feel love. As a matter of fact, I think it was Joe Dispenza, big fan of Joe. Joe, if you're listening, big fan of yours. But he calls gratitude the most elevated emotion that we experience because it's almost spiritual in nature. And actually, as I've been working my way back through the elements again and the elements of nature, of water, fire, earth, wind, and speaking of mind, heart, spirit, body, I've been spending more time on the wind element, and I'm almost beginning to see things like gratitude as a choice, joy as a choice, and the resulting feelings that come almost as a spiritual experience. You're tapping into something when you make that choice. You're tapping into a strength and an energy that I think is greater than what's available to you just in this sack of meat, right? Like
Yeah.
I think you're tapping into.
I agree.